My name is Maryalice, and I am a birth mom. I got pregnant in December of 1969. I'd been dating this boy for about a month, and he started pressuring me for sex, and most of the time he listened to me saying, no, stop, but this one night he did not, and he pushed forward and raped me. It was just such a surprise. At Christmas, was when I missed my first period, and that's when I figured I was pregnant. I told my mom first, and she was real excited at first, and we'll find a place for you to have an abortion. If you marry that boy and or keep that baby, I'm no longer your mother, as if you can really deny being a mother. Aunt Fran then told me about adoption, and I'd not thought of it. I didn't know anything about it. We had no computers back then. And one of the things that really struck me on that, there was this poem, and I don't remember the whole poem other than every baby deserves two parents who love them. And that's what struck me. And so I made the adoption plan. And the adoption agency gave me a 15-minute interview with a social worker to ask what I wanted. And I told her I wanted parents who were educated, that they were Christian, and that he would have, I did not know it was a he at this time, but that my baby would have a brother. And that's exactly what he got. So I went into the hospital. We got there about 10:30, and my son was born at 1:26. It was very different because I was a welfare patient, because I had come through the adoption agency. Nobody bothered to tell me anything on what the birth is going to be like, what I'm going to go through. And so just a lot of surprises, like they tied my hands down. I assumed they tied everybody's hands down in 1970. And no, they did not, only those of us that were placing for adoption. I was not told that I could grieve my son. I was told, go on with your life as if this had never happened and just forget that you've had this experience. So I went ahead and went to community college and became real good friends with my roommate. There was times she would just hold me while I would cry because she didn't have a clue what I was going through, but she loved me anyway, even though we were so recently new friends. I finished community college and got a job. I was a nurse's aide by that point. So finally, this must have been like the mid-2000s, and I learned that a lot of pregnancy help centers, adoption agencies, were starting to help birth moms find our sons. And in June, I get a call from her, and she says, I have heard from your son. And she read me the letter that he had written me through her. And all I learned was his first name was Rick. After about 2 or 3 letters through the adoption agency, he says, this is ridiculous. I don't mind giving you my address if you don't mind giving me yours. And we met at one of the outside memorials, and I see him walking towards me with his hand out to shake. And I looked at him and said, I've waited 41 years. May I have a hug? And he hugged me. We spent like 6 to 7 hours there, had dinner together, it never stopped talking, just chat about what our lives were like. And so here I am. I'm now in my 70s. I have crazy blue hair. I wear very colorful shoes. And I'm just happy because I'm a birth mom and I know my son. The thing I would tell birth moms is to love yourself, to know that what you've done is an honorable thing, and time will heal that pain.